Having been forgotten and exploited for generations, the poverty-stricken people of the Tug River Valley suffered greatly during the opening days of the 20th century. At the outset of the Great Depression, the already distressed people of southern West Virginia saw even greater levels of hardship. Such was the case of Tom B. Farley.
Before his death in 2014,
I had the opportunity to speak with him about growing up during the Great Depression. At the age of 15, he lied about his age and joined the Civilian Conservation Corps in order to feed his starving family.
like him, the words he used were rough and blunt. Yep, this is his story. The story of a West Virginian who left home to keep his family fed.
My mother died whenever I was about 6 years old. Okay. And it went on for a pretty good while. My dad he worked for Appalachian Power Company. My dad did. With this big pair of mules up here. He spotted poles and this, that, and the other, and they'd to come and get him. They'd haul him all over the way, country. And them mules got so big, they'd step up that high. And I was just a little boy, a snotty old boy running up and down the road here. And Ivan Javins, I talked to him about me going to see, and I wasn't old enough to go. Ivan said, I can fix it up so you won't have to worry about age. By God, the next thing I knowed, I was in the CCC. There wasn't a damn thing around here to do, you know. He called the shots. By God, they done what he said. He was something other over Williamson at that over in the post office building.
Yeah.
That's where all people work for the federal government, was in the post office building. And so, but now I liked it and I stayed there. That was the best lick I ever did in my life. And never I went to CCC, that damn lieutenant, I know damn well that he knowed, and I wasn't old enough to go, and I was, and I told that lieutenant, I said, Lieutenant, I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do anything that you want me to do. I said, don't send me back home, 'cause there ain't nothing back home for me to work at. And I said, in here, first thing you know, you'll appreciate me being here. Well, he said, I'm gonna take you as your word. And so, he took me in, and he kept me, he didn't ask me how old I was. He knew that I wasn't old enough to be in there. But I mean to tell you, it wasn't no time. We was out in the field working. They had people from high in Indiana, men in there. There was 25 West Virginia boys. And that lieutenant, he said he knowed damn good and well that I wasn't old enough to be in there. But he said, you know what, said they were a foreman on a job, said where you work at, they're all the time wanting to give you a stripe, you know, 2 stripes and 3 stripes and all that on your clothes. If you're 3 stripes, that was leader. And I had 3 stripes and nothing flat. And that lieutenant, I mean, he wasn't nothing but nice to me. In Portland, Oregon. And we're in the winter time. We had two camps. In the winter time, we had to come down to Redmond, Oregon, because there's a lot of snow up at Portland. I've seen 10, 12 foot of snow up there. And we couldn't work up there, but if we come down to Redmond, we worked down there. That's about 100 miles or better from where we was working. And the next thing I know, by God, I was doing this and doing that and doing the other. And next daggone thing I knowed, I went to this lieutenant and told him, I said, Lieutenant Tennant was his name. I said, Lieutenant, I said, now I like working in the kitchen and I like to cook. But I said, but there's one thing about it. I don't know what I'll do if I get out of the CC, because Williamson or Del Barton either don't have enough people for me to cook for if I cook for everybody in it. He said, I know what you're talking about. He said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see that you get on one of them big dozers. A D8 was the biggest dozer that they had then.
Yeah.
I got up there and old boy showed me how to do this and how to do that. And he rode in the seat with me. He told me to get in the driver's side. And I got the first thing you know, honey, I was shoving stuff with that big D8. Man, I mean to tell you, I was busting the ground loose. And the next thing I know, by God, I was sitting in a saddle of a big 8. I looked like a damn big bug up in there, but it wasn't long, honey, so I had that big D8 under control. And I could push dirt, I mean to tell you, wasn't nothing to it. That's the best thing ever happened to me whenever I went to CCC. They was wanting to train them people. They didn't want to down you. They wanted the people that could do things and was willing to do things. That's the reason that they had that CCC. But I'm going to tell you another thing. Hey, it wasn't long till I was young, but I caught on quick. That made a lot of difference. Oh, had 24 West Virginia boy. We had 3 companies sitting, one sitting here, another company sitting here. We had 3 companies there, and I got the first thing you know, honey, we had everything lined up, and it wasn't nothing for me to get in a big dozer and go down and do there. Damn, my dirt rolled.
A true Southern Democrat to the very end, my great-grandfather couldn't end his story about the Civilian Conservation Corps without taking one final pop at Republican President Herbert Hoover.
Oh, that damn Hoover was something else, you know it. Hoover was a damn fisherman. He wanted to go fishing all the time, Hoover did.